You need to see Dad's pictures and videos of our day today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he took some videos of Bree Bree running at the playground. They had a playground, and you know.
Oh, she was playing on the playground?
At the Seawolf Park.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Are we going to wait for David?
Yeah. They have all these slides and climbing things and all that. And she's too little for that. So all she could really do was run around. And she had a blast. She just kept running and running and picking up the little wood chips. And she found a little rock.
So she liked it?
She loved it. And we put her on a swing, and Dad didn't know that if she'd like it or not. But she was sliding down. I caught her at the bottom, and when I caught her, she leaned over to Dad. Gin. She did that like about 5 or 6 times. So that'd be $24 if Dad used it. But anyway, it's a pretty good setup.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, they say it's the best place to fish. I think on Galveston Island. And so there was a whole lot of pelicans there. In fact, when we got out of our car and went over to where the rocks were that people were fishing, there was this big pelican, about half a Neo size, or maybe bigger. And he was brown, and he was just standing there, probably about from here to the bush, close to people. He wasn't afraid or anything. He was just standing there, waiting for people to feed him. Because you know, everybody has bait, or if they catch little fish or whatever, they throw it to the pelicans. So pelicans are all over. And so I had some Bree Bree's pups, and I was going to feed them. Well, they have this really long bill, and they can't eat it out of your hand because it's too small for them to pick up.
The pelicans?
Pelicans.
They would actually eat out of your hand?
They can't pick that.
Did they
little-
try to, though?
They would if you had something big enough for them to get, but that's too small. Those pups are really small like that. They can't get that. And so the people were watching me, and they said, you got to hold it up high and drop it into his mouth. But I was afraid of this little baby. And they said, it didn't hurt. And then this man came over with like, I don't know what it was, some kind of...
gash in his hand where the bird had bit him and it didn't hurt.
some kind of bait
Bit off his head.
that he had, like, I don't know, squid or something. And he held it up, and he dropped it, but it didn't go into his mouth. It fell on the back of his neck. And then the people were trying to get it off, but he wouldn't let him. And then he just flew off.
With it on his head?
Yeah, and it fell off. And then he came back. The pelicans were everywhere. And then, and this man, all kinds of things. Like, y'all would have liked it because it was kind of leaning towards, they had this one thing I thought about y'all. It was
Buffalo Wild Wings?
It was a sandwich. And it was made up of jalapeno poppers with other stuff, and then they grill it like a grilled cheese, and they smash it all together. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like Texas type flavors, you know? Salsas. And
So it was like an American cafe type food. Like American cuisine.
well, yeah, but...
American
the
brunch
food
type
that
food.
They offered, you couldn't find in other places.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the stuff you could, but some of the stuff was their own concoctions that you couldn't find in other places. And then after we ate there, we were driving around. I had wanted to do our walking out there, but Dad didn't feel like we could go walking around the boat. And so we were just going to drive around, and then we saw Seawolf Park. And I said, let's go to Seawolf Park. I've never been there before. And so that was really enjoyable. There was a lot of people out there. February 6th, and we couldn't go next Saturday because y'all are going to the auto show. We couldn't go the Saturday after because we're going to try to go to the...
Are you going to the auto show with us?
Nah, I don't want to.
Really?
Yeah, it's just going to be men.